Hey everyone, what's up? It's Rob and Nikki.
Hey.
So we're back with a new series. We're pretty much going to call it RNG Reviews, and we're going to go back and rewatch all of the Steven Universe episodes one by one and give you our breakdown and our ratings for them too.
Even the fillers.
Yeah, even the fillers. We're going to do every episode. So we're starting out with episode 1, Gem Glow. And this episode, it's the first one. We haven't seen the pilot, actually. We always started with just this.
Well, the pilot's like, I know the...
It's weird looking. I've seen
It's very
pictures.
weird looking. I don't even know if we could actually watch it.
Yeah, it might be unwatchable at this point after all the beautiful animation and story we've seen.
Yeah, Pearl looked rough in the beginning like
Yeah.
this, but she looked really rough in the pilot.
So Gem Glow starts out with Steven in the big donut shop. And we see if Lars and Sadie's are the first two characters aside from Steven that we get to see. They're the first ones.
And Steven's very relatable right now. He's having a kid crisis, which I myself have experienced as a child, finding out that one of your favorite snacks has been discontinued.
Yep, we've hit that point in our lives where we're like thinking of things that we used to love and we're like, wait, they don't make them anymore, like Dunkaroos.
Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, oh, Crystal Pepsi came back for one glorious summer.
Briefly.
It was so great. And you're able to find Surge online.
Yeah, thankfully, but not Jolt.
Yep, nope, not Jolt.
But there have been snacks, like you said, like Dunkaroos, and I'm sure there's been cookies.
Yeah.
That I can't think of what's happened. It's like why? And they've been replaced with something sad.
Steven's, he's pining after his favorite snack. They're all out. Sadie tells him he could keep the little freezer that they came in.
I just look on his face. It's like,
that
it's
look
like
is just
any
great.
little memento of the things that we used to love.
Yep. But it makes him very, very relatable because that's something we can identify with.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of shows skip over things like food and stuff like that, everyday stuff.
Oh,
And
definitely.
then Steven gets back home and he gets attacked by a little centipedal monster. And we see the crystal gems for the first time.
Yes, we do. We see
Amethyst.
Pearl and Garnet.
Yep. And Garnet's just punching the crap out of everything and just ripping them to pieces.
Yeah, it's giving you like a little insight as to how they function. It's like Garnet seems to be more of the brawn. I mean, Pearl's trying to explain to him the situation, and she apologizes for it.
And it's kind of cool, and like you're wondering, like why, what's up with these new characters? We just saw that there are human characters. Steven's human, obviously. He's got a big magic belly button, as Lars puts it. And then you go and you see the crystal gems for the first time.
And another thing with this is it shows you more into Steven's attitude, or how he has a more positive outlook on a lot of things. Like he tells Pearl, it's like, oh, we can keep the centipedals, they're cool. It's like he doesn't have any like ill will against them, even though they're tearing up his house.
I mean, what kid wouldn't want a little like acid-spitting centipedal monster as a pet?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be awesome. It's basically what we have in our cat. She just doesn't spit acid.
Thankfully.
She's just as destructive, though.
Maybe.
And then Steven finds out that the crystal gems went out and bought him a whole ton of cookie cats. We just saw them in the fridge there, in the freezer. And also, they show Connie's little wrist ring is in the freezer.
Yeah, they give you those little tidbits like right away. It's like they give you the context clues.
Yeah, they started planting things early on. I know it's only a couple episodes from now, but still.
Yeah, but still, it's like you look at it, it's like, okay, so that's obviously if they showed it and it's kind of prominent in the shot, what's it going to be for?
Yeah. But like it's there for a second, so you blink and you miss it. Then we see Garnet getting rid of her gauntlets, so we know that they kind of like magically summon their weapons. And Steven breaks down into the Cookie Cat song.
How could you not? And I was looking at something this. I'm not sure if we're going to be going into spoilers, but going back, looking at this, it's like I was looking at the cat animation for his commercial and whatnot, and how they say hindsight is 2020.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff
And
like that.
I actually noticed there's diamonds on his bindle.
Yeah, but we're not going to say any spoilers. We're going to pretend that people watching this are seeing it from the first episode with us, so, or at least listening to us and then going and watching the episode by themselves. So that was the first, aside from the title song, that was the first song. And one thing Steven Universe is known for is some amazing songs in the series.
Oh, that ice cream sandwich looks so good.
Yeah, so Steven's eating it now. He likes to start with the ears. And his gem's glowing.
I like how everybody notices except for Steven. That must be some really amazing ice cream.
How do you not notice that your gut just lit up like the 4th of July?
Like I said, it must be a magical cookie cat.
Oh, Pearl's drawn so weird back there. Oh, Steven's face is so great.
The expressions, and well, that's one of the things that we like about the show. It's like different animators draw them all differently, so you get this wide array of...
Amethyst just gave him the best advice when they're all telling him, calm down, concentrate, you can summon your weapon, and Amethyst is like, yeah, don't poop yourself.
And Garnet's like, yeah, don't.
Here's Pearl's trying to explain how she summons her weapon with, like, grace and serenity and like all this proper stuff, the leaves blowing and flowing.
Well, this is pretty much like what you need to see the Gems insights. Pearl
Yeah.
likes to overthink things, and we see Amethyst. Amethyst is just like, I just do it.
Yeah, the way they're talking about summoning their weapons is basically the way they're talking about themselves.
Exactly.
You know? Gives you a little insight into how they are, their personalities. Like, there's one thing that Pearl has, it's grace and elegance.
Oh, definitely.
Then we have Amethyst eating a donut, just hanging out by the dumpsters. So that properly introduces us to Amethyst.
Yeah, she's like, whatever I need it, I just pull it. It's like, yeah, it's very nonchalant. She's very, just kind of chill.
This series always made me want to eat donuts and hot dogs.
And fry bits.
And fry bits. The bits.
But definitely hot dogs.
We should go to Five Guys and get some fries. And just eat the bits. And she cracks the dumpster in half. And Lars comes out and he's like, not again. So apparently Amethyst does this all the time.
And then we have Garnet. So,
yes.
just Garnet's explanation really shows you, like, how in-depth the character she really is. She's just more than just brawn.
Yep. Her thing's all about the power of the universe.
Yep.
And then I just love Amethyst. I just do it. So Steven's trying to figure out how he could summon his weapon because it seems a lot more complicated than it is.
It is, but honestly, like it's something new, and so until
Yeah.
you get used to it, it's gonna be a little difficult.
So this sets him up as obviously he looks human. He doesn't look like the gems,
Right.
but he has a gem in his belly button. So we're onto that. There's something special about this boy. He definitely right off the bat just screams hybrid. You know.
Oh yeah, of course.
There's a lot of great, like, sci-fi and fantasy start out like that. There's always a kid that's got, like, properties of two different types of people.
That is true. That's what makes Steven so awesome.
It's left as a mystery here because we don't see his mother, we don't see his father. We're like, he just lives in a town with ordinary people, and then at his house...
He has these gems.
Yeah.
Of which he has one, but he still appears to be human.
Yeah. So you have no idea what's going on, like, family-wise with him. Obviously, they're all, like... mother/big sister figures.
Yeah, they all have that familiar feel to them. I forgot Pearl's face in that one shot.
Yeah, there's so many great screenshots of just Pearl's weird faces in season 1. It took them a long time to get the hang of drawing her. Because she kind of had that look of, was it Regular Show? She kind of looked like she was animated from those people.
Yeah.
And here he gets his, like, Sailor Moon magical...
Yeah, his Sailor Moon magical girl moment.
And he summons his shield for the first time.
And he's all excited.
Gets too excited.
I summoned my shield by eating ice cream. I wish I could summon stuff by eating ice cream.
See, I initially thought that's what it was going to be, that he would constantly have to have something to eat.
Well, then it would go from Steven Universe to my 600-pound life.
Yeah,
you can't have that.
He's already,
I like Pearl, what's in these things?
Yeah, he's already a little chubster. He's an adorable, chubby little kid. If he had to eat ice cream every time... he'd be screwed.
I noticed that one shot, it's so weird how Garnet's hair is so floofy.
Yes.
It bounces when she runs.
Even one of the things that...
It's like a marshmallow.
Yeah, one of the things that Ostrov Vox always points out, he knows who animated the show, which storyboard artist it was, just by how, like, Garnet's hair or Steven's face looks.
Yeah.
Like, all the different storyboard artists have their own style, and he can always tell. Maybe we'll get to that point. So now they're having this big battle with the Centipedal.
The gigantic centipedal.
Yes. Which is really, it's such a cool monster design.
It is. It was really clever how they figured. I mean, I always thought it was a little strange that the eyeball was in the mouth.
Yeah, and it also looks like the gem is like a horn on the top of the head, but it's not.
No, yeah, it's actually the eye.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. So Centipedal's kind of got the crystal gems up against the wall, and Steven runs out with his cooler on a long extension cord. Like, you figure how inconvenient that's going to be for him to constantly have to have a freezer with him.
Well, not only that, freezer, yeah, usually wears a book bag, but
yeah.
Where are you going to plug it in is the question.
He would have had to have cheeseburger backpack with, like, a car battery in it, and it would have had to just perpetually be hooked up to it.
Either that, or he just gets a booster seat and starts driving around. Just keep it hardwired.
So, the gems are watching Steven try to fend off Senti, and at this point in the show, he's not trained in combat. He doesn't go on adventures with them.
Nope, he's still kind of just being treated as a kid who's like, needs to learn and you don't want him to get in the way.
It's Steven's like level 1 newbie phase.
Yes.
Garnet's super strong even without her gauntlets. And Steven's freezer gets broken. So he gets all super sad over it.
Once again, that is also very relatable. We've all had that one electronic that we loved, and we were very sad when it broke.
So he found out his favorite ice cream is discontinued. He got to keep the freezer as a little momentum from it.
And now the freezer's gone.
Yep. Then he finds out he had a stockpile of it at home, but now the ice cream and the freezer are both gone. So he goes through so much loss.
Yeah, and like for a first episode for a kid, that's a lot of loss.
It's the hope of ice cream. And then the end of ice cream.
Yes, the promise of ice cream. And then...
But he comes through. Since it was broken, he was able to electrocute Centipedal.
And
there we go. It's
something that I always thought was
destroyed.
interesting initially. It's like you see them destroy the monster, and then you see them preserve
it's
what's
cool.
left of it. It's like...
It reminded me initially of, like, items that drop from monsters in video games.
It does, but it also leads you to believe it's like, why are they... Like, you want to know more about these things that they're fighting and why they're keeping part of it.
We saw Garnet bubbled it and then just kind of sent it off, and you're like, okay, so what's up with that? But they don't explain that right away. So it's kind of cool. They set up a lot of stuff. They don't answer every question you have right off the bat.
Oh, that's how you keep the show going.
Yeah.
And he buried his little ice cream packs with the little leaf.
Yep. And then he's getting sick from eating too much ice cream.
I love that one scene. Are you crying? Only a little.
Only a little. And then he pukes. So that was it. First episode done. So I like doing this. This is kind of fun.
It's not bad.
So let me see. Final thoughts. I thought for a first episode it was really good. It's not a pilot. It didn't have anything major in it, but it introduced us to the main characters.
Yeah, it kind of shows you what they're about. It kind of gives you an inkling as to what their abilities could be or are.
You're able to relate to them right away, especially with the whole snack thing.
Oh yeah, Steven right away made him instantly relatable.
I can't summon weapons, but I do enjoy snacks.
Yeah, I too enjoy my ice cream sandwiches, and I did have one that, they don't make it anymore. It doesn't taste the same, so I can relate.
So we're gonna have to rate this. I'm gonna try to be a little fair. I'm not gonna make everything amazing. I'm gonna go by what happened in the episode. It's an introductory episode. Mm-hmm. Cool stuff happens. We see Steven summon his weapon for the very first time.
And break his TV.
We were introduced to and torn away from Cookie Cat so very, very quickly.
Yes.
I'm gonna
go
with
this world.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna go with a 7.8.
That's very specific.
So how about you?
Honestly, based upon like what you said, it's a little better than a pilot. It gives you just the basics of what the show is going to be with. I'm going to stick kind of middle of the road and give it like a 6.5.
Okay, all right, that's fair. So we did above the middle, above 5.
Yeah.
We didn't hate it. We liked it. It's a good introductory, but when I first started watching, I wasn't sold on the show right away. So that's how I'm trying to stay in my original mentality. I'm trying to watch it the way I did the first time.
Yeah, same here. It's like, obviously, when you showed me the show, you didn't think I was going to be much of a fan, but I went into it very open-minded. It's a little pinker than I usually prefer, but honestly, it's like it kind of got me within like the first few episodes.
Yeah, by the end of season 1, I knew I was hooked.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
but we'll get into
honestly,
that later.
depending on how it is, it looks like by episode 3, I was pretty much kind of taken with it.
I can't wait till we get to Giant Woman.
I know you can't, sweetie.
But I really liked it. So 7.8 for me. What was it, a 6?
6.5 for me.
Okay, 6.5 from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you guys think? What were your favorite part or parts from the episode? I like that we got to see Sadie and Lars right away. They don't get right into the towny stuff, but they do show you that there's other people in this world that they've created other than Crystal Gems and Steven.
And they're all familiar with Steven.
Yes.
They all have a very, there's an immediate closeness with them when you see them. It's like they see him on a daily basis.
And drop a comment below. We want to know what kinds of snacks you guys loved at one point but have just never been able to find again. For me, it would have to be Dunkaroos. That's going to be my number 1.
With me, it's kind of hard when it comes to snacks. I mean, honestly, it's like my things are more like beverages, so mine would have to be Jolt Cola.
Yes, Jolt was like my best friend growing up.
And the other thing was there was a drink, I think it was by Snapple. They were like called Snapple Potions.
Oh, cool.
They were really tasty.
So if we're going to do drinks, then I'm going to have to go with Fruitopia.
Fruitopia pink lemonade.
But yeah, yeah, this stuff, it's just gone and never come back.
Nope.
And then the clear Canada clear water.
Oh yeah, clearly Canadian.
Clearly Canadian. That's what Canadian. It is. Yes. So let us know what you guys have missed. You know, what childhood snack or beverage did you guys love, like a Cookie Cat that is just gone now and you can't ever have again? Rip.
R.I.P.
But hopefully you guys like the series. We're going to keep doing it whether or not you like it, because we love it. We love Steven Universe.
Yep.
I like talking about it, so I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.